Attention all drummers. Here are 3 mistakes I hope you're not making. Mistake number 1. When I'm out there playing live and I see the bands before and after me, I can resonate with what they're going through pre-set and stuff like that and being in their head because I know what it's like, but I can see there's a massive gap with people that are doing near enough is good enough. And I absolutely understand the need to play to time and to be within, a set bracket, but you're gonna have a very stressful 35 to 45 to an hour, knowing that everything you've set up is not the way it was before, or you can't hear everything completely correctly. And in a lot of cases, you're gonna have to talk to the sound person and interrupt anyway. So settle yourself and be ready before you actually say, yep, good to go, turn the house music down. Make sure you are ready. Mistake number 2 that I see a lot of is people are playing often like they would in rehearsal or what they would in a smaller non-mic'd setup or even how they would in a studio setup. And that's great. And it's really good to have the dynamics, especially to be able to play to a room. But there's a big, I was gonna say door standing in your way. There's a big gate standing in your way, and it's the gate. A lot of venues, depending on the sound person, they're gonna be really keen on gating, especially the toms and the snare, to avoid the bleed from everything else. So as you play dynamically, it's important to know when to play hard and when to play soft. And when you're doing certain rolls and things like that, if you come into a live setting and you start going, there's a good chance that the first 4 hits of that on the snare, no one's even gonna hear because they're not gonna be loud enough to open the gate. The best thing I can recommend for this, to overcome this, see the people that are playing before you and understand how the drum kit sounds. And if you notice that they're doing it, or you notice that there's a really heavy gate on the toms, so when you do those, fun tom rolls, you need to actually hit, because if you don't hit through them, you're not going to be heard. Mistake number 3 that I'm seeing. This is more of a mental challenge, and this can be pretty hard for a lot of people, but you're going to make mistakes, the singer's going to make mistakes, everyone's going to have their little intricacies, but don't let it ruin the rest of the set. For instance, if you hit the floor tom when you should have hit the rack tom or something like that, if you're going to keep the song together, it's really not a big deal. It's something for you to think about and go, okay, next time I've got to make sure I'm more prepared for that. But don't beat yourself up about it. The strength and cohesion and chemistry of the 45-minute set or however long you're playing for is far more important than you having a quote-unquote tantrum in your brain because you made one error. So I cannot stress enough, with all these tips, make sure that you are not so hard on yourself at the time with the mistakes. So they're the 3 mistakes that I'm seeing time and time again, night in, night out, especially in my local scene. Bands at varying different skill levels, and I've just seen it. And I wanna make sure that drummers that are up and coming especially know that these are habits that you wanna get out of quick smart, and they're also not that difficult to get out of. So if you found value in these tips, or you know a band or a drummer that could probably find some value in them, let me know, let them know, and if there's any other tips you think I missed or any other mistakes that you're seeing out and about, please let me know. Until next time, I'll see you later.